Hey everyone, this is Alan, and in today's video, I want to share something that that happened to me today. But it is a story of a developer, so it's something kind of technical. But I will try to explain it in a way that even if you are not a developer, you will be able to learn something from it. Okay, and just for context, this that happened today was actually something that began 1 year ago because last year, around in the middle of the year, around half of the year, I actually tried to build a chatbot like with an LLM, an AI chat into WhatsApp. So it was supposed to run as the responsible for providing customer support for companies, and it did not work that well. I created it at first in N8N, and it is a no-code tool, so it was not programmed. And at the time, I was already able to create systems, but I focused mainly on front-end development, so I was not confident into creating that product with AI agents in code. That's why I used N8N, because it had like templates of building that, and it was a lot easier. And there was the problem of me not knowing how to control the AI agent that well. And for example, I was able to run it on a client as a test, but each interaction with real customers was not as I expected. And then I had, like, at every interaction, I had to make some changes in the prompts, but I was not able to test it. I was not able to validate and to understand which parts of the prompts or which actions of the agent were not working that well. So it was like a black box. It was something that I could see from outside, but I did not understand very well because it was really new. I was actually just starting learning how to work with AI agents. And everyone was actually learning because it began so recently. And because it was really hard and took a lot of time to keep maintenance, I was not able to keep it working. I had to focus on other things that could bring me money faster because I had to pay my monthly bills. I could not wait for it to start making money before, because I didn't know when that would happen. And it felt really frustrating to build something that I didn't understand that well, and something that I felt that was kind of within my reach, but I was not able to grasp it as I liked. And so that idea, I couldn't keep working on that idea for a long time, for months. But today something happened, and I actually used Langfuse to make it happen. And if you remember, in some weeks ago, I went to a talk in Curitiba, in another city here in Brazil, and it was about using Langfuse to be able to have observability and how and be able to control more and have insight into the actions of an LLM, of a LLM in your system. And basically what I have today, I am building an AI agent with like LLM models, and this time it is working. It is actually being coded. Cloud Code handles most of the code, but I am handling the architecture, the system design, and that's what engineers actually do nowadays. And today I was having a problem that AI was not responding to the prompt very much, and I made the decisions to change the architecture to make it better, but it was not working. The systems changes were not working, and I had the agent in a separate server, like in a separate system. I created as a microservice. And I know it's a lot of technical, but keep in mind that you will be able to extract something from it in the end. The thing is, I understood what was happening just because I used Langfuse for the first time in a real project, aside from like just studying it since some weeks ago. And I was able to use the traces that were saved as history in Langfuse to debug the actually action that was making my AI agent not work. And for example, I used Cloud Code, and it even gave me the idea to just use a better model. It would be more expensive, but it would solve my problem. But the thing is, I because I realized that the problem was in the harness, in the framework and the structure that the agent was running in. I was able to to point the exact fix, and after Cloud Code implement that, the cheapest model possible, nailed the action that I had made it the that I had made instructions for. So what happened today is that I was able to gain over time more insight into how AI agents work. I was able to find I was able to find the correct tools to observe how AI works in reality, not just like some shallow tutorials. I am working it in a deeper level than last year, for example, and it makes me really excited to be able to work in that way right now, because I came a long way, but it took time, it took a lot of effort, it took a lot of studying, a lot of trying, and a lot of mistakes. The project that did not work last year is the one that taught me the lessons that makes the current project work. And basically, what I want to focus on is that it is a problem if you let the things that you are working with be a black box. If you see something that works and you don't really know how that works, I know it is really frustrating to try to translate that black box into knowledge. It is really tiring, but with consistency, with time, and with a little bit of trying and getting better every day, with time you will be more able to understand it. So, like what was a black box for me last year now is something that I can look inside and understand and work with and improve my systems with. And of course, there are another black boxes right now that I am currently trying to understand. And I know that it will take time, but the thing is, as long as I keep trying and learning from every project, I know that I will be able to understand more and more about these things that I work with and that really that really interest me. And yeah, that's actually what I wanted to share today. It was this in this afternoon. I got really excited from work, from something that was tiresome from the for the entire morning because I was stuck. But in the end of the day, everything worked pretty well and better than I anticipated. So that's it for today.